Hey guys, EthDo here, and today I'm back with a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to beat the 6th night on Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now there is a genuine strategy that pretty much everybody uses to beat this. Now I did come up with this on my own, but I realised a lot of other people do use this because there are very few strategical options on this night. But I put a twist on this, which I'll be explaining later. But I'm going to go through the bare bones of the strategy first, so that you understand the actual movements I'm doing. Then I'm going to tell you the twist I put on it, which allowed me to get from 4 AM to 6 AM. Now I was trying to do this for a really long time. It took about 3 weeks of playing, obviously not 24/7, but I was trying to do it for ages. You know, the 6th night on the first game, was easy. I just did it in one go. On this one, it's really hard. And there's a lot of other people saying that they can't do it. And at the time I was trying to do it myself, and I was like, well, I'm doing the strategy right. You know, I knew that other people, when I checked online, other people doing the same thing. I was like, well, I'm doing this right then. Why aren't I beating it? And so, this is the right order you want to be doing stuff in, but there's something else that's going to really help you out. So let's just go through what that strategy is. And the reason everyone does it is, of course, there are very few options. I know of only one other way of doing this, and it didn't work for me either. But I have seen other people do it where they only look at left vent. But other than that, it's literally just this one. So what you want to do, you want to look at the left light, the flashlight, the right light, then wind up the music box. When you've wound up the music box, put down the monitor and put the mask on instantly. Now I'm going to go through that in a little bit more detail now. When you look at the left vent, you're looking out for a balloon boy, and you're looking out for Chica, a toy Chica. And if you see him, you want to put the mask on for 5 seconds. But before you do so, be sure to give a little flash to Foxy just in case. Sometimes when you put the mask down, if you're vulnerable, that's when you're vulnerable to Foxy. And if you do that, sometimes he will get you in the time that you're waiting for them to go. And by 5 seconds, I don't just mean a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm talking 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 is what I do anyway. And at that point, take the mask off, check again if they're there, don't presume that they've gone, because Balloon Boy can be really annoying on this night sometimes, and he will stay there for more than that 5 seconds, and it's really annoying, and there's really not much you can do about it. He effectively kills me at the end of this game, but I managed to, the 6 just rolled as he screwed my game up, so I beat it. But he literally just completely screwed me over. If that happens, there's nothing you can really do about it. But generally, the 5 seconds is all you'll need. The same applies for the right vent with Mangle and Toy Bonnie. And when you're flashing the flashlight, only do about 3. You don't need any more than that. That's what I do, just to be confident that Foxy's not going to kill me while I'm winding up the music box here. So make sure you're always flashing as well. You just saw then the flashlight wasn't actually working for me, but it's still giving Foxy his flash. I'm pretty sure it is anyway, because he really should have killed me else. Because if that didn't count as a flash, then I hadn't flashed him in ages. Or at least there's other parts in this where it just wouldn't have worked at all. So that must give at least somewhat of a flash to him, which works quite well. So, and as well, don't just flash when it's not there and thinking I can't see him, I can't look at the music box. You can. You just gotta be quick about it. Now, as well, once you've wound the music box up, do as much as you feel confident to do, and then do one thing. There's one thing you cannot do at that point. You cannot then put the monitor down and start flashing. Admittedly, he won't kill you every time, but you see then, Golden Freddy's there, he'll appear randomly. If you come out of that flashing, he will kill you. Always put the mask down the second you come out of it, as fast as you can. Because that also helps with likes of Withered Bonnie, Withered Freddy, and Withered Chica, as you just saw there. Because if they're there, sometimes people, they put the monitor down, they wait to see if they're there, then they put the mask on. If you do that, you're losing precious time. Just presume that they're there. And as well, once they have actually got you in that bit where you're waiting for them to go, be sure, if you're using sound, to wait until the audio cue when the audio changes. Else, what I did in this video, I looked to see when I could see the orange wall in the background. At the moment I saw the orange wall, I'll point out the moment right here, I knew I could take it off. And that's a generally good indicator, so you know when to take it off. And as well, make sure you're looking at that left side so you can instantly hit left vent once you come out of that, which is always really helpful too. And you want to do this as fast as possible so you can get as much wind up on the music box as possible, which is main priority, it has to be. Sometimes, even if it's flashing red on the music box, give a quick flash and just go for it. Ignore the vents sometimes. You can sacrifice them and just hope that nothing is there. Now I'm going to tell you the real big twist I put on this. When I was trying to beat this, I kept hearing stuff like listen for audio cues, And I tried that, and yeah, admittedly, it helped me out. That probably got me from about 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. It added an extra hour to my night, but I still couldn't beat it. And I put it down in the end to sloppy mistakes, Foxy, and the music box. And all of them for me came down to fear factor. I was nervous when I was playing the game because I was really conscious I was going to get jump scared any second, because there's so many different people or animatronics that can jump scare you at this point at any point in this game. So I was nervous, and I was obviously making mistakes. Foxy, I was too conscious of, just too scared of Foxy because he's got a horrible jump scare, and it was making me not wind the music box up as much. So them two pretty much the same sort of thing. I wasn't winding the box up enough, and it was really screwing me over. And the way I conquered this is with a complete twist, which defies the normal game logic, but it helped me out here. If I stop talking for a second, you'll see what I mean. There's no sound. I played this game on mute. I took the sound off, I played it much more confidently, much more relaxed, and as a result I actually beat the night. Now I can't guarantee this will work for you, but if the reason you're not beating the night is because of sloppy mistakes, you're making mistakes that you know after the game, you're more annoyed than scared at the end, because you're like, I should have beaten that, that was my own mistake, there was no reason to do that then, it was just a mistake. Sometimes before I'd see Toy Bonnie down, I'd put the monitor up, and I was like, no, I'd panic, and it's all over. But by removing the sound, I just played it confidently. This is the first game I played without sound, and I beat it in one go. I was getting 4 a.m. pretty much every time before, and by that point, I'd make a mistake, I wouldn't be fast enough, I'd freeze when I saw Withered Bonnie or something like that, even just for a millisecond, even the slightest bit of freeze, and it's gone for, and it's over, or I'd be so conscious of Foxy, I'd come out of the monitor flashing, even when I knew I shouldn't, because I was the one who was saying that I should not be doing that. And I still didn't. I got Golden Freddy. You can actually see that in one of my other videos. I think it's top 5 animatronics that happens in, where it was just a stupid error. But that's how I beat it. The regular strategy, left light, flashlight, right light, box, trying to keep this in the right order, and then put the mask down. But also, if fear factor is what's stopping you beating it, try turning the sound off and see if it works. Hope this video has been helpful for you, or in any way informative. Be sure to tell me in the comments below if this has really helped you out and it's helped you beat the night. I really hope it does, because it really helped me out. Please do take 1 second to hit the like button below, and thanks for watching.